June 16th, 2015. Today, ladies and gentlemen, is our 8-year wedding anniversary.
Okay, I remember 8 years ago today. The day before, I was really nervous because I didn't have any flowers.
Right.
We were so broke, we couldn't afford flowers.
Right.
So I was busy cutting flowers out of the garden and shaking out the ants. And going to Subway sandwiches.
You stole flowers from Subway sandwiches. Those were our wedding flowers 8 years ago. This video right now, we filmed in advance, but we're actually in Bali at the moment celebrating our anniversary, which is why we're dressed like this. As soon as we're done
it's Bali.
We're getting on a plane. I'm just dressed for Bali is what I'm saying. The whole point of this video is that we've read a lot of comments online and people mentioning how they want to know what the secret to our relationship is. How do we seem so happy? How do we keep the spark alive? So what we want to do today is talk about what works for us in our marriage. And I understand that this is not going to apply to every single marriage around the world because different cultures have different perceptions of what is a marriage and why it's important. But we're just going to talk about what makes us happy in our relationship.
Yeah, so we don't want this to be like here's advice of what you should do because it won't work for everybody.
Everybody has different situations.
But maybe you can listen to what we do and see if it can apply to your life. But we just want to share some things that make us happy.
Yeah, because today's a happy day. So the first and most important thing for us is that we think of marriage as a career and not just an achievement. It's not like, well, I got married, that's it, work done, I can just be lazy now and not work at it anymore.
The reason we compare it to a career is because people will be really focused, like they're planning on climbing the ladder, they're going to get these positions, they're going to get this raise, and it's like they work at it in order to get there.
Right.
But it seems like with marriage, and also like long-term relationships, like you don't have to get married.
Exactly.
It just seems like once you're past a certain comfort point, people think that they just have to stop trying.
Not for us. We make a conscious effort every day to try to make the other person happy. My job, my duties in my career as a spouse is to make Martina as comfortable and happy as possible. So that means if she's having a rough morning, I'm going to try to make her breakfast. Or that means that if she didn't walk the dog because she can't, then I'm going to walk the dog.
Yeah, and so we try to go back and forth and make the person happy rather than just settle into like, oh, well, Simon's always going to be around, like we're married. I try to think of it as still like that flirty dating part.
Right.
Like when you first meet somebody and you're like wooing them with your bird, I'm talking, you know, when birds... I think of it like that.
And the reason why we work hard to try to make each other happy is very simple. Because if I see that Martina's having a bad day, and if I'm having a bad day, if I can make her happy, seeing her happy makes me happy in turn as a result. If I just focus on making myself happy, then Martina would still be left out. So it's always a matter of if I see her smile, I smile, and if she sees me smile, then she smiles herself.
The way that I think of a marriage or any kind of long-term relationship is that we're on the same team. In fact, Simon and Martina are the only team. We are team Simon and Martina.
Exactly.
Right? So I want my teammate to be the happiest, to like, you know, have the best day, to like score the best. Well, that didn't sound right.
Hey.
You know what I'm
We're
saying?
scoring lots.
Woo! But the whole
I hope my mom and dad are watching this one.
8 years of marriage.
Hey, come on.
Point is that I'm saying, why would I want Simon to not be happy?
It's not just that we're a team, I'm also your number one cheerleader. Like I root for Martina. I always want her to feel good. So I always find it important that if Martina tries to do something new, I always congratulate her for that. Or if I see that she's making progress in something, then I want to acknowledge that for her so that she could feel comfortable and growing. I want her to feel happy in everything that she's trying to achieve.
So I know that Simon's also really good at like, we're trying to go to the gym more often now.
Right.
Simon is trying to encourage me to go to the gym as well, but I go, but it's a lot harder for me because with EDS, you're not supposed to be lifting weights and doing this kind of stuff.
Right.
But that's the part of the gym that I enjoy. Simon's always my cheerleader because he'll always be like, oh, like I'm going to the gym today, like, you know, why don't we go at nighttime?
Right.
Simon prefers to go to the gym during the day. I know that. He likes to go in the morning.
I do.
But I'm not a morning person. And I know, rather than Simon being like, this is my schedule and this is what I'm doing and like, you gotta figure it out, sometimes Simon will be like, you know what, I'm gonna go to the gym on Wednesday night. Like, do you think you're up for it? And I know he's just doing that because he's trying to encourage me to come with him. I know your secret plans, Ducky. And it's sweet because he doesn't have to. He could just go in the morning on his normal schedule. Boy, am I not a morning person.
No, you are not.
Boy, am I not a morning person.
Not in the least bit.
No.
Another idea that's really important to us in our marriage is that we are married 365 days a year. We're not just married 4 days a year. So it's not just like, it's your birthday, it's my birthday, it's Christmas, it's Valentine's Day, I'm gonna spend all this effort into making these days great for you and then be an asshole for the rest of the year. No, I want every day to be your birthday. I want you to feel loved and cared for every single day that we're together.
Yeah, so it's like we try not to be lazy with each other. When everyone's happy and having a great day, that's never the problem.
Right.
The problem is when you're having a bad day at work, or when you're exhausted from doing something you don't want to do. That's when it's a challenge for one of us to say, okay, I know we both had an equally bad day. I know we both had equally annoying things that happened. Simon's looking pretty down, you know, let's try to make an effort to do something for him.
Right.
Or like Simon will brush my hair if I can't sleep at nighttime because I love my hair being pet.
Yeah, it helps put her to sleep like that.
Simon will brush my hair. I know he's just
Pet her
tired.
bangs a little bit. Done.
My secret bangs. It's like a Pokemon move. Oh no, they used Bang Pen.
Super effective.
Super effective. I know Simon's just as tired as I am. He could just go to sleep, which means I would be there lying in bed staring at the ceiling.
Right.
The idea of not being lazy is like, you have to kind of push yourself sometimes. And like, you don't want to cook stuff or you just want to order in pizza because you're tired. Let's go to the grocery store.
And this is something that we focus on every day of our lives, not just 4 days of the year. And I think that's something that's very important to us.
Yeah. Screw Valentine's Day. I'm a Valentine's 15th kind of person.
Yeah.
Everything's on sale.
Woo! The next point that's important to us kind of ties into the first point in that our jobs support our marriage. It's not our marriage that supports our job.
For example, one of the things we did, which I thought was kind of like, it really gave us this like, once again, the team mentality.
Yes.
Because we were broke and we couldn't afford anything, we started to look up recipes online that could be, you know, like cheap, like casserole dishes.
Right.
So the two of us would like, you know, it's a browsing night to try to like get the like, what do we want to eat tonight?
Right.
Rather than like, we can't have this, we can't have that, and then like, this is your fault, or like, we don't have a job, or you have student debt, because I married Simon's student debt.
Martina had no student debt. I had all of it.
I worked 3 jobs to go through university, and Simon did not work. That's why. But the point is that we came together over this concept, right?
Another example of this is after my second year of teaching in Korea, I had a really difficult time at my school that was very unsupportive. They didn't really care that much for English education. They cared more just for studying for tests.
Like getting stat results.
And I felt really terrible as a teacher. And Martina saw this in me, and she thought that like it's best to support me in the way that if I were to quit that job and try to pursue something different, even if we took a giant pay cut, that's important to us so that we could find satisfaction rather than just working at a job so we could have money to do our hobbits.
See, our hobbits.
Our habits and hobbies. It came out as hobbits.
Apparently we do hobbits.
Frodo.
Mr. Frodo! Okay.
So that's it for this week's TLDR. We're going to talk more about matching each other's dreams and what's important for us in our marriage. So make sure you click on the link here if you want more sappy, gushy, lovey-dovey stuff.
How's your birth bag, huh?
Yeah.
Does it feel like
did you start puking?
And the burpees. So our question for you today is, what is important to you in a marriage? Like every culture has a different perspective of what makes a good marriage. So I would like to know what you guys think makes a good marriage. Like, what do you think about in your heart?
Right.
What's important to you? Up where they run.
Up where they play all day in the sun.
I don't know why.
To be, rather give me part of your world.
Touch your tummy.
Oh my god. Memers, you got
Or
so big.
memers.
You're not coming to Bali with us. Hey,
What?
what's that? Am I just gonna leave you behind? Let's grab our bags and run for it before he knows.
Put memers in the bag.
Put him in the bag.
No.
I'm coming too.
I'm leaving.
Don't abandon me, you bitches.
Buddy, it's too hot for you.
It's way too
He's
hot.
shedding like a little...
Look at me, I'm already covered in fluff.
Look at me!
Look at me!
And then at this point, they're just going to come in behind us and do like, rock with you. You're going to do anything.
All right.
Okay, no, you would actually do that.
Okay.
So do you want to do this one? You want to do the...
Rock with you. Oh, okay.
Okay, rock you into... Okay, wait, let's try this again.